Hey friends, let's talk about July 4th a little bit. Let's discuss July 4th. Now, this is normally a reunion or kind of a family day for many people in USA. People will have barbecues, and my mom hates the word barbecue. She says it's a cookout. It's not a barbecue unless you put sauce on the meat. We did. It's still a cookout. All right, fine. Now, my July 4th was a little bit of a surprise because I forgot that that's a holiday. And so my sister Cindy and my brother-in-law Matt needed things from the store. So we went to Wal-Mart, which I discovered the previous day. So I've been to Wal-Mart on a 4-day weekend for most people, and I've seen the Wal-Martians. I've seen the people of Wal-Mart. It's true. There are a lot of weirdos in Wal-Mart. At one point, my brother-in-law Matt stopped the cart and ran and grabbed a jar of banana peppers. These are hot peppers that do not exist in Taiwan. You can't get them anywhere, you can't buy them anywhere. So I really wanted that jar, but you can't bring liquids on the plane. If that thing broke, man, that would be a mess, not just for my luggage, but other people's as well. All right, so it makes sense that you can't bring that on the plane. All right, fine. Now, luckily, after 6 p.m., I was able to visit with my friend Paul Schultz. Now, I met Paul at Nationwide Insurance, where he was a full-time employee, and I was a temporary employee. There was some reason picking up a printout or something that I needed to walk through his department twice a week. And I noticed he had a really big printed picture on his wall of a southwestern sunset with an abandoned building and a wagon wheel leaning against the building. Okay, so I finally stopped and asked him about it, and he said he took that picture. He and I instantly became friends, okay? Everything that I knew about Apple Computer, I learned from him. Everything that I knew about Next Step operating system, I learned from him. And that was Steve Jobs' project before he came back to Apple. I became a photographer because of him. I have 1,300 pictures on Instagram now, 1,300 plus pictures. I don't type the QWERTY keyboard. I learned to type the Dvorak keyboard, and Paul helped me with that. So around 1997, I was still using my university email address, and I became complacent, and it eventually disappeared, and I lost contact with a lot of people, and Paul was one of them. Now, Schultz could be SH or could be SCH. It could be Z or it could be TZ. So the name Paul being fairly common and the name Schultz having 4 different spellings, over the years, at least every year or two, I would search for him, to no avail. Summer of 2017, I was teaching an online class and I heard a message come into my phone. Knowing that 1 second later my watch would buzz, I flicked my wrist to turn my watch face on. Facebook. You have a friend request from Paul Schultz. Accept. Oh God, my heart was pounding. I finally heard from Paul after all these years. So July 4th, he was able to come. He said after 6 p.m., but he showed up at like 5:45. So I was like, awesome, more time with Paul. Weldon's Ice Cream in Millersport, Next Step operating system, photography, anything to do with Apple computers, just so many things reminded me of Paul over the years. And so I was finally able to meet him. At some point during the day, my sister told me that the Eli friends, the Eli family was coming. Now, in my last video, I mentioned that my dad had a younger sister named Lois, and she married my Uncle Perry Eli. So the children's names are Eli. There was Douglas, who died in 1980 in a car accident. There's Donald, often called Don, and he's a little bit shy, doesn't really talk that much, so don't really have a strong feeling about him. There's Dallas. Now, Dallas and I go back a long way. Playing video games together, playing together as children, and some of the family is not really happy with him because he has converted to the Muslim religion. He has to pray at certain times of day, and he won't eat pork, which I think is stupid. But I think that he cares about humanity. He cares about people and animals much more than he used to. He doesn't use swear words as often as he used to, but maybe a little bit when he's joking around. That's okay. I really think he's a better person now than he used to be. I will love Dallas Eli to the day that I die. Muslim or not, I don't care. I will love him to the day that I die. Now, the youngest of the children is Brenda. 16 years ago, I visited USA, and Dallas, of course, came to see me, but Brenda didn't. And I haven't seen her for, probably 25 years. She said, "You are an online entity to me now. But now I'm seeing you in real life." And she actually got teary-eyed about this. I didn't think I had the power to do that to anybody. She actually got teary-eyed to see me in real life. Okay, so Donald, Dallas, and Brenda came a day early. Now, it kind of pissed me off a little bit that they barged in on me when I was visiting with Paul. My sister kind of blames it on the family, and the family is unpredictable. You don't know what the Elis are going to do. It turned out to be good, because had they arrived on time the following day, they had to leave at 1:35 a.m. because my Aunt Lois, their mom, had a medical emergency surgery. So they wanted, Brenda went to my sister's bedroom and stuck her head in the door and said, "We have to leave now. But we need to evacuate Dallas from the Riggs house without waking up Aunt Judy, my mom, or me, Ray Chang." So they did, and they didn't wake me up. I crashed at like 10:30 that night. And that's tomorrow's video, but I crashed at 10:30 that night. They got Dallas out. I woke up at 1:51 a.m. and was like, why are the basement steps lights on? And where's Dallas? And where's Dallas's suitcase? In the middle of the night, I asked him on Facebook, where'd you go, man? And then he explained to me that his mom had an emergency. All right, so that worked out well. Now, next video is July 5th. And this is a very, very eventful video, and I think you'll like it. Okay, July 4th was okay. July 5th is cool. Take care, friends, and have a good night, and be safe out there.